Welcome to our channel ScaraBeads. My name is Galina Cherimisina, and today we are going to create a triangle clasp from seed beads and beads for the bracelet mountain streamlet. For this project we will need seed beads size 11 of chosen color, faceted beads 3mm diameter, thread, needle. All materials you can purchase on ScaraBeads.com. First we will make an open-shaped triangle. I take the thread about 1 meter long and string onto the needle 27 seed beads. I will work only with one end, but I will leave the second end long enough so I can sew the clasp to the bracelet, so I just leave around 30 centimeters. Go through the couple of the first seed beads in the same direction. Okay, close the ring. Now I'll tie several knots. Accurately make a loop and place it between seed beads and tie the knot. I'll go through the next seed beads. Pick up the thread, go into the loop, pull everything tight and hide the knot between beads. Now we are going to do an angle. String 2 seed beads and go into the next bead from the circle. From this one, needle went out, so we are going through the next one. Okay, now we are weaving triangle side with a peyote stitch. One bead from the circle from the first row and one bead we pass. String new seed bead onto the needle and go into the next bead from the first row. String one more, pass over one from the previous row and go into the next one from the same row. Like that, we need to add 4 seed beads on the side. Now it's time for the next angle. On this turn, always string 2 seed beads. Pass into the next one without passing over one seed bead. Now we are going to weave the next side with a peyote stitch, adding 4 seed beads, passing over one, going to the next one. Now we are going to do the last angle. String 2 seed beads and go into the immediate next seed bead, the one after where the thread is going out. In the end of the circle, we are moving to the next row, going through 2 seed beads in the row, this one from the basic row and the next one from those 2 strong for the first angle and of the first additional row. Look, such an accurate triangle we are getting. Each should have a sharp angles. On the side we can see the protruding beads very well. Through these protruding beads we are going to do the next row. String 2 seed beads and go into the one of the protruding beads. On the side we pass through all protruding beads and adding the new row. Our goal is to weave 7 rows. The sides are growing by 1 seed bead in 1 circle. On the angles, please pay attention. We string 2 seed beads in 1 step and we pass through the next one so we don't pass over any of the seed beads. Like that, continue to weave 7 laps. The last bead of the side, and we are again on the angle. On the angle we string 2 seed beads and we pass through the next one with a needle. Last side of the lap or of the circle. Once the row is completed, we see these 2 seed beads through which we are passing through in order to start the new row. It's like we are going to upstairs to the next floor. Here we string 2 seed beads and continue like that all 7 rows. I have woven 7 laps. Verify please, on each side we have a columns from 4 seed beads and next to it column from 3 seed beads. Now we start to weave 8th row. On the angle we string 2 seed beads. Then here we are going to add faceted beads. After 2 angle beads, we are passing through the protruding bead. The next gap we are not filling with a seed bead, but we are going immediately to the next one. String 1 faceted bead and go through the next 2 seed beads. Pull together seed beads with a thread. Another bead and passing through the next 2 seed beads. Like that, on each side of our triangle I've added 5 beads. On the angle, as usual, we are adding 2 seed beads. The same way we decorate with the beads other two sides, adding one faceted bead and two beads pulled together. And now pull everything together nicely. On the angle, always two seed beads in one row. And now we decorate the last side. In the last row, we will be adding on the angles by one seed bead. Like that we will have sharp edges. I'm adding seed bead and going into the faceted bead. Now I'll be adding between beads two seed beads. Pull everything tight. Weaving should be dense so that the piece will retain the shape. After last bead, add one seed bead. On the turn, one seed bead after turn, then one seed bead. Between faceted beads, by two seed beads. On the angle, pay attention. One seed bead after faceted bead. Go into the seed bead on the edge, then one seed bead as a sharp tip for the angle, and then into the next seed bead. One more seed bead is added before the faceted bead. Between faceted beads, by two seed beads. We still need to add these two seed beads. My thread is almost finished, so I need to fix it. I'll attach the buckle to the bracelet with the second end. the one I've left in the beginning. Go by pattern the way it's more convenient for you. Do 2-3 knots, hiding them between beads. Pull the thread and cut it off. With the second end, I'm going to weave a shank for the buckle to the bracelet. We need to go out in the middle of the triangle from any of the inner sides. We have 4 protruding beads there. It means that I'm going to weave a shank between the second and the third seed bead. Shank I'm going to weave with a herringbone stitch, like all small elements are usually woven. We are going out from the protruding bead, string 4 seed beads, and return into the third one. Through the seed beads next to it, return towards the last of the 4 seed beads. Once more we are going through the 2 of them, like that. Now 4 seed beads are divided into 2 columns. String once more 4, and we go through the 1 seed beads from the previous row from the left column, and we go up through 3 seed beads of the right column, 1 from the previous string and 2 just added. And again the same, string 4 seed beads and go down through 1 seed bead of the left column, and go through 3 seed beads of the right column, and we go up. Our shank is ready. With the same thread you can sew it to the bracelet. I'll demonstrate it to you on the example of the bracelet mountain streamlet, the one we're doing from silky beads and 2 holes cabochon. In the end of the bracelet we have such an arch to which you can attach already created findings, or you can sew our triangle to it as well. In order to strengthen it, I sew a couple of times. We have completed the first part of the clasp buckle. Now we are going to weave the second part, toggle bar, which will pass through the whole of the triangle buckle and lock the bracelet. We will start to weave with a herringbone stitch with string 4 seed beads. And passing through the first 2 once more towards the same direction. Beads are arranged now into the 2 columns, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Now we are going to string every time 4 seed beads, return downwards through the one of the right column, and go up through 3 seed beads of the left column. One from previous row and 2 from the last string. String again 4 seed beads, down, up, Like that we continue till the length 12 seed beads. Now we have a line from 12 rows. At the end, for the decoration, let's add a faceted bead. String seed bead, bead, seed bead. Last seed bead we pass over and return directly into the bead and seed bead. Now we are going to add the third column and to attach it to the left and right sides of our beaded line. String 3 seed beads. Return through the 3 seed beads of the left column. Go into the one of the seed beads of the strong third row. Pull it tight nicely. Pick up the second seed bead from the right column. And now return into the third seed bead of the third row. String 3 seed beads. Count 3 seed beads on the left and return through those 3 and plus 1 through 4 seed beads of the first row. Now return through 2 seed beads of the third row. Pull everything tightly together. Go into the related bead of the second row and return into the last bead of the third row. String 3 seed beads. Return back through the 4 seed beads of the left row. From the top we go through 2 seed beads of the third row, one seed bead from the right row and return to the last seed bead of the third row. And last time, string 3 seed beads, 4 seed beads of the first row, then pass through 2 seed beads of the third row, pick up 1 seed bead from second row, and return to the 1 seed bead of the third row. Our toggle bar is almost ready. We need just to add on the other side seed bead, faceted bead and seed bead. Return into the bead, then seed bead. I check from which row the thread is going out and go through another one. So our toggle bar will be harder. I'll sew the whole row once more. You can sew it a couple of times, if size of the seed beads allows. Pull needle accurately through the seed beads with the pliers and stop in the middle of the palm. In the middle, I'll sew the shank in the same way how we've done it for the triangle, and also I'll sew it to the bracelet. Our amazing clasp for the bracelet montain streamlet is ready. If you enjoyed this tutorial, click like, subscribe to our channel. Clasps like that you can use for the bracelets, necklaces. Triangle you can use as well as a separate beautiful pendant. All materials you can purchase on ScaraBeads.com. See you soon again on our channel ScaraBeads. Bye!